worth the wait. It's the 8th day of September. You are a grown-ass man today, and now it's your time to celebrate.
You are a grown-ass man today.
Today's your birthday.
Just for today.
Happy birthday. This is the very best day of the year. Today
If only you had decided to fap to Michael Bolton, you might have had.
still got time.
What's that? Yeah, you still got time.
Still do it.
He could be my first.
Uh-huh.
Still taking requests.
Oh, Michael Bolton.
Today is your birthday.
Right, because he sucked helium in. There you go. Very exciting. The Poundcake is 30 today. Did you see what I left for you in there?
No.
Put the camera on Cody. I rolled up a little thing to your right. You'll see
a
a rolled up
joint.
piece of fabric
Oh.
on top of the switcher.
I got it. Okay.
It's That's his, yeah.
What is it?
Hold it up to the camera.
Let's show it to the camera. It's a Whitney Houston "I Will Always Love You"
Yes!
T-shirt.
Aww.
I
For
was
Poundcake.
just thinking, the way to my heart is through Whitney Houston. I was literally just thinking, I was like,
Now,
Bill-
as I mentioned yesterday, I can't take credit for this. My wife reminded me yesterday that I had a gift for you
She's
because
fantastic.
she found this randomly like 2 months ago, probably longer than that. She goes, "You got to give this to Cody."
I will take
for
it
his
with
birthday,
me. I'm
yeah.
taking it with me to Colorado.
It says large, but it looks tiny. So I don't know if it's a chick's large or I don't know what. It
I'll
looks.
squeeze.
Yeah.
If
Well,
not, it'd be my crop top. For
I was
the
going to
evening.
say, if nothing else, it's aspirational for when you lose the weight you want to lose.
Oh my God, I love
You can
it.
wear it at Christmas time.
I almost in the midst of packing last night. I was like going through drawers and stuff, and I have the candle that Bill got me for Christmas that has the Whitney Houston thing on top of it, and it almost fell off. I was like, my heart would be broken. So
And your candle.
yeah, but I have tons of candles, but none of them have the Whitney Houston like she's like a saint on there. I was literally thinking about her today because I was like, you could just give me something Whitney Houston, I'll be perfectly fine. I'll be that fanatic where I'm like 30 plus years old and have a wall covered with Whitney Houston posters and whatever.
Mhm.
Because I just love the fact that she was a good old-fashioned Christian woman, but she was still
That didn't stop
An
her from
ally.
doing monumental amounts of crack. Being
Or
a
Did
good
do a lot of
person.
crack.
She did not consider her body a temple.
No.
That's for sure.
Temple
maybe
of
she
crack.
did. Maybe she was trying to heal the crack. Maybe she was trying to turn the crack into
Heal the crack.
whack.
Make
So
it a
she
better
put
place.
By the way, I think Disney Plus dropped the live-action Pinocchio today with Tom Hanks. It's not getting good reviews. I don't think
Aw.
that'll keep. Well, anytime they make live-action versions of these cartoons, it's always a coin flip. But we mentioned the top of the show that the Queen Elizabeth is dead. Is Tom Hanks okay? Because he looks terrible.
He's supposed to look like that.
No,
in the
not
Geppetto
in the movie.
Oh.
When he's doing press, apparently, like when he was just in that Elvis movie. He was under all that. He was in a fat suit playing Colonel Tom Parker. And I guess when he did the premiere for Elvis, somebody mentioned that his hand was shaking a lot. And when you see him now, he looks. Tom Hanks is sick. Something's going on with him. I hope that it's not like a Chadwick Boseman situation where like he dies and then we find out.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks does not look well, and it's a real bummer. He was the first big celebrity to get COVID, if you cast your mind back to that.
Yep. Him and his wife.
But the last couple of things he's done press-wise, he looks very thin.
The first thing that I looked up was Pinocchio Disney Plus review. Tom Hanks should be embarrassed by this wooden mess.
This wooden
I get
mess.
it. Wooden. I understand. I understand that reference.
Good.
Oh yeah, he does look real gone.
Yes. A number of people left us messages, by the way, with suggestions on how Poundcake can rebrand. He did suggest that maybe on the event of his 30th birthday, he would rebrand himself. And listeners had some thoughts on that.
Hey, for Poundcake, have you guys thought of CB30 or PC30 as far as his rebranding? Just a thought. Bye.
PC30. Oh.
PC 2.0.
Do you get the
3-0
reference?
for
Do you get
30.
PC30? Do you get the reference?
Poundcake 30.
But do you get the reference he's trying to make?
No.
Do you know what C3PO is?
No. What is that? What is it?
It's one of the droids in Star Wars. Very, very famous characters in pop culture.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I didn't expect you to know it. I mean,
Oh, really? Yeah. You've seen Star Wars?
No, he's only seen like one of the prequels or something.
I only saw the one with the cute one with the little rat tail.
But isn't C-3PO like the one person that's in all these movies?
In the prequels, he's not. He's
Oh.
doesn't have like a huge part, and especially if you just saw episode 1, he doesn't even look like 3PO yet.
Oh, okay.
I get confused on I don't know if I'm watching Star Trek or Star Wars, so I don't know which one's which.
Well,
They're very different.
They
I'm
are
aware,
very different.
but,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I mean, unless they say, "Hey, coming up next is Star Wars," and it's a 9-hour movie, then I'm like, okay, this is Star Wars. But if I just turn it on, they both look the same. They both have the same crappy graphics.
I mean, I think, yeah.
Well,
I guess if you didn't know either, I guess maybe it would be a little.
Well, they all
tough,
wear
but-
the same uniform on Star Trek. So
Right.
if they're not all dressed alike, then you're probably watching Star Wars.
If you're watching a movie where the black guy dies first, that's Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the weird ears?
Spock.
Star Trek. That's
Star
Spock.
Trek.
Okay.
His full name was Benjamin Spoculus.
All right.
I always listen to the podcast a day late, so you were talking about Poundcake's rebrand. Happy birthday, by the way. I think going along with the name switch, instead of his greeting being, good afternoon, white people, he should change it to Waka Flocka Flame, fellas.
Waka Flocka Flame fellas.
Sometimes changing things up just for the sake of changing them up, there's no point in it. Sometimes you got to dance with the girl that brung you. I was trying to do Ooga Booga Snookums for about a week, and wasn't a fan of that.
Didn't take off.
Should I open?
Tell Poundcake he shares his birthday with Matthew Dellavedova. Remember that guy? Yeah. Remember Matthew Dellavedova?
Yeah.
He was part of the championship team, right?
Correct.
Does he play the Kings now? Is he with Tristan Thompson?
I don't think he's on a NBA roster.
Oh, he's not.
I think he might be playing in the Australia League now.
Ah, okay. Well, you get it.
Should I open Mary's card or gift card or whatever she got me?
Can.
I
I
didn't know.
don't care.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't get you a card. I threw that T-shirt at you, but I didn't get you a card.
No! It's a picture of an old lady. I'll put it up to the website.
No, God, please,
It says me in 30 years. And it's just a fat old lady in some leather gear. And it says, "Hi, I'm Anita Brace." Is that what it's?
I need a knee brace.
Anita Knee Brace. Gotcha.
I get it, because he's old.
It's like an old lady in down
You
the
got him an
street.
old lady card
Yeah.
when he's 30.
Oh,
You make whatever age you
Alan,
are.
good job, real quick.
What's that?
You were right. He's on the Kings.
Dellavedova is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Poundcake, you were talking.
No, it's fine. I'm reading Mary's card. You make whatever age you are badass. She lying, but I appreciate the gesture. 30 ain't shrimp. You're hotter than ever. Again, lies, but I enjoy it. Enjoy Colorado, and thanks for the gay
Hurricanes.
hurricanes. Okay.
Yeah, right? Thanks for all the tornadoes and hurricanes and all the awful, awful, not at all natural weather occurrences that are happening.
Thanking Mayor and Jesus.
Oh my God! Tornado! Tornado!
Thank you, Mayor and
Me
Jesus.
and Jesus were thanking you for the gay hurricanes that are coming up.
I appreciate that.
No
I
problem.
didn't get him a card or anything. I just sent him $50 on Venmo because I completely forgot.
There
I
you
forgot.
go.
God.
We
Yeah.
talked about it yesterday.
I know. I just had a lot going on.
As do I. All good.
But I gave him the. I think how much did you give him?
25.
Yeah, I give him $50, so I win.
Okay.
I mean, no one's really winning. I mean,
That's a sweet $75 you got right in your pocket, Poundcake.
Now you can buy yourself a drink.
Yeah, there you go. Put me in a mood.
And in Denver, I think that's probably one drink.
Yeah, that's right. What are you going to do tonight? Anything, or you're saving it all up for the
I'm
weekend?
saving it all up.
Yeah, okay. Will your mom do anything for you tonight? Does she even remember it's your birthday?
She texted me a bunch of. She's big into emojis and gifts now, so she sent me like a page full of just nonstop gifts and hearts and things like, "Oh, it's your birthday. It's my sweet baby boy that the Lord gave to me this day." She puts the timestamp on it. Like,
Sure.
I was just pushing you out, and then you
Yeah.
wouldn't come out. So
My
then
mom
we
did
had-
the same thing. She goes, it's not technically your birthday till 1:29 a.m. I go, Mom,
And then
let me have fun.
Yeah, she tells the whole story. She's like, and then the doctor almost broke your neck, so then we had to get a C-section.
The doctor almost broke your neck.
Oh, if only he had.
Yeah. Woo-ha,
Your mom could have sued
got
them.
You all in check.
And her life would have just been so easy.
But she would have been without her best child.
Yeah, but think of the millions of dollars she would have gotten.
She would have gotten millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame everything on the C-section. That's why
Everything on the C. I was dead when I was born. I was clinically dead. And look at me.
That's what happened to you.
I'm killing it.
just above dead.
Yeah. Just above dead. Is somebody giving me information on Tom Hanks? I really hope that it's not bad news on Tom Hanks. No, that's not. He was diagnosed with diabetes 10 years ago. I mean, that's not. He looks very thin now. And there were times in his career where you'd go, oh, he's losing weight for a role.
Yeah.
Right? And so but the last
and he might he might be at that age where when you lose weight after a certain age, your skin doesn't snap back.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
you get that real wrinkly neck.
You look a
like
little
he's
gaunt.
got. Yeah.
But also, I know I'm getting that. I don't like that at all.
Well, get fatter.
But
Smooths it out, man.
is that what it is? I should
Yeah.
puff myself up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. No, I'm trying to lose weight, not gain weight.
Well, then grow a beard.
I don't like that either because I look like Santa. I can't win is what I'm trying to tell you. I can't win.
Then dye your beard. I was looking at the video.
That
where
always
you're-
looks really good, too, when you dye your beard.
When you had your jet black
Yeah.
beard and eyebrows.
Yeah.
It didn't look terrible.
No, that's what I say. Anytime that photo comes up, I'll show it to Gwen. I'll go, that's such a better look for me. And she's like, what are you, insane? Because she wants me to have that Santa beard. The grayer, the better as far as she's concerned.
No, there you go.
And
Then.
I'm like, no.
What are you
'cause
worried about?
Well, I'm not worried, but it's like I'm not, I mean, Tom Hanks is almost 70 years old. I'm not. So why do I have to deal with those things? 66. Okay. But yeah, the last couple times I've seen him, I'm like, man, I hope he's okay. Because,
Why is it whenever somebody gets sick, like they could just be a little older or just maybe getting ready to get out of here, like elderly, people start their smear campaigns. Like, do you remember when Tom Hanks back in the 20s, you said something to that black man, and they immediately try to find a reason, like he's finally getting his karma.
What are you talking about?
He's saying that when anybody dies or even gets sick, there's always the people that bring up whatever that person did wrong
Same thing
in their
with
life.
like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Well, I think that there are people who can't stand that. They can't stand probably that celebrities even exist because it's a whole thing, right? They're
So
like,
you think it's a part of jealousy, and then
I mean, because famous people, when they die or when they get sick, it's basically nonstop accolades, right? Because most of we don't know them personally, so we only know them through their work. So you're going to have people on the other side who are like, yeah, but everybody thinks he's this great guy, but I know. It's so different than everybody else trolling because it makes them feel important. They've got some information nobody has. All this, QAnon nonsense, it's all people who are desperate to feel important. Because I know something nobody else knows. Never mind, it's all made up. But I mean, it's to make them feel important. So I think some people think that they're really gonna shine a light on who this person is. By all accounts, yeah, back in the day, Tom Hanks actually took some heat because he left his first wife. And I think they had a little kid. But he was a young guy, and he was trying to be I don't know what the circumstances were around that. But people have hit him with that from time to time. But that was so long ago.
I know
Because like Chet Hanks and Colin Hanks they're half brothers. So, but by all accounts, Tom Hanks is like a genuinely nice guy. So for people who are looking for skeletons in somebody's closet, you're going to have to dig a lot harder for some people than others. And some people are happy to do it.
They do.
I know.
They always
but they're bored.
Like people come at Wendy Williams like right now. Like they were like, karma, should have been talking reckless. Like, look at all the homes you destroyed.
Right,
And
but
now
getting
you're
sick
getting it.
is not karma. I mean, we're surrounded by things that can make us sick. In the air, in the water, in the food. I mean, there's no big shock when somebody gets sick with anything.
Yeah, I know.
Because we're surrounded by it. So it's not karma. It's life.
It's just weird.
Nobody gets out alive. Nobody gets out unscathed. So anyway, I don't know if Waka Flocka ladies, whatever that guy said, Waka Flocka ladies, it's gonna work.
Waka flocka fellas.
Oh, fellas,
He's
sorry.
into the fellas.
Yeah, he just split up too. Waka Flocka and his wife broke up. Mrs. Flocka, I assume.
Oh, they were. On
They have like a
Love
little
and Hip
reality show on Channel 5000 or something, but I think now they're split up and doing their own thing. I didn't even think that dude was still around anymore until I saw a commercial for like his show. It's called What the Flocka, or I don't know what it's
He
called.
used to be really big when I was in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
I don't remember what song he came out with, but then he did that song with Machine Gun Kelly, the Wild Boy song, and then that for whatever reason that put him on like another level.
Well, he did Hard in the Paint. He did No Hands.
That's
he did,
what
you
it
know,
was.
Yeah.
Hard in the Paint, no hands.
So, yeah, he's still around. He's still doing stuff. He's on TV. He's giving people a hard time because people said that he's chubby. They were accusing him of having a frog body. You ever see that picture of the frog sitting on a log and he's got like the little rolls and the legs that are up? And so he was like cursing people out, saying, I'm going vegan again. I'm going to lose this weight. He was tired of people giving him a hard time saying he had a frog body.
That's funny.
You don't want an insecure rapper. That's one thing you can't have.
I think they're all pretty insecure.
Well, they're all, of course they are.
Their insecurities.
No, but
Look
I
at
think
Rick
that
Ross.
I
He's
think
big in
that
the house.
humanizes him. I mean, he's a married guy. He's got kids. I mean, he's
It makes him look a different way. Like Rick Ross, he's fat and he's like.
yeah. But why do you think Dre got shredded? I mean, he might not have rapped about being fat, but he knew he was, and
I
he
don't know
wanted
how
to be.
big. How big was Dre?
He was fat.
He was chubby for
yeah.
a while, yeah.
And then he got jacked because I think he knew down the road that he and that wife were going to split, and he's like, I gotta time this out so that when that happens, whenever it happens, I'm in good shape.
Speaking of people that lost a bunch of weight, did you see Billy Gardell?
Yes.
He lost like 130 pounds.
Well, he's been doing those like Guardiance commercials or something. Yeah, he lost a lot of weight. And he looks great.
Yep. And he's a great guy.
Very nice guy. Yes. He was working on something at home in Pittsburgh, and somebody sent me a piece of it. And I was like, oh, my God. Lost a lot of weight. And you should. I mean, you know, you want to be on TV. You want people to see you in a different way. You don't want to be, you know, typecast as like the big, dopey, chubby dude. At least I wouldn't assume that you'd want to be.
I mean, if you're working, right?
Typecast the hell out of me. That's what I'm like. If I have an acting career take off, I will play the exact same role every single time. I don't care.
Well,
What's the difference?
I mean, you say that early on when you're trying to get work. But if you're a decade into a career and you go, this is the only thing people will see me for.
So what?
I mean, I
I
guess.
guess I'm also not an actor first. Like, if this guy's dedicated his life to being an actor, maybe he does want some range.
Well,
He's a stand-up.
He's a stand-up, too. So.
But,
so that's
I mean,
my point. Where it's just like, whatever. Any role you're in is just going to get more people to your stand-up shows, so what does it matter what it is?
Like Joey Diaz, he doesn't care what he's always cast
He's
as
the fat Italian dude.
the fat Italian
Or the
or fat Puerto Rican guy.
Yeah.
And usually plays a role as a prisoner.
Yeah.
And
That's
he's just
fine.
like, whatever.
Make his money, get his following, and there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always going to be cast as a New York City agent who loves pizza. So what else am I supposed to do?
Hey,
Keep getting booked.
I'm back. That thing better have red sauce in it.
Hey,
Hey!
we'll talk about your contract over a slice.
Where'd you get this on Mulberry Street? Hey, Alan.
You know what they say.
Yes, sir.
You guys
Good
remember?
afternoon, everybody.
You guys remember Alan Tuskus? He's the big makeup dude who
Welcome back.
is out there in Lakewood. And what's going on, man?
Nothing. But you were just talking about Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
and it just so happens a couple of months ago, a film called A Man Called Otto, which is an English language remake of a Swedish film called A Man Called, and I cannot remember.
You were shooting in Pittsburgh, yeah?
Yeah, they shot a lot of it in Pittsburgh, but they needed a train station. And the one they found was in Dayton, Ohio. And so they had a day there where they were shooting some scenes where does he have a son named Truman as well? I seem to remember, but one of his boys played him as a younger man, because this whole film is about this man, and don't even want to go into the plot, but it has flashbacks to where he's young, and Tom Hanks' one son is playing him.
Yeah, he's in his mid-20s.
And he looks a lot like
he does.
his mom, actually.
Yeah.
But it was actually interesting watching him do almost an impression body-wise of his dad, because there was a scene where he spots this girl and does a double take, debates running, stops, and then does the run. And I'm watching that. It's like, that's exactly how Tom did some of the stuff from Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
The way he would react, but he was doing so that people, subconsciously would make that connection. But Tom seemed to be great early in the day. When I was sitting, getting out of the way, I was a background makeup artist, so day checking, and I saw this guy. I kept thinking, boy, that looks like a really young Tom Hanks, and it was Tom Hanks. He just looked really good. And later in the day, out on the train station, I set my set bag down on a bench. It was a place you would sit while you're waiting for the train to pull up. Went and took care of my background folks. Went back over to pick up the bag, and Tom Hanks is sitting right next to it. So it's like, pardon me, but I've got to. And he goes, oh, no, here. Like, do you have anything to do right now?
Right.
No, sit down. So I sat down, and we had about a 10, 15-minute just conversation talking about films. And, when he gave the Academy Award to Ray Harryhausen for a lifetime, that it was a Gordon Sawyer Award for lifetime achievement, I cried because he was my hero.
Sure.
But so we just had a great conversation, and he looked fit as a fiddle. I don't know if maybe whenever you see him,
he didn't say, Alan, I have to confide in you. I have 5 weeks left. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell my agent.
I sent that email to you.
Oh, right. Okay. It might have gone right into my right. Okay. Listen, I gotta go, Alan. But thanks for the call, man.
No problem. You have a good one. Have
Thank
a
you,
great
pal.
day, everybody.
You too. There's Alan Tuskus as a big-time cinematic illusionist. He's been doing movie makeup in some very big films for a long, long time. He's out there in Lakewood now. I'm gonna check my junk mail folder for that Tom Hanks revelation. All right, let me break here. You want to text for something, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You want to watch live, you can do it there, and you can listen on the iHeart Radio app. We'll be back after this.
This is the Alan Cox Show.